Go without me.
Right, we got that in there for sure. That was good.
Thank you. I'm so glad.
Welcome back to us missing.
Oh, what's up,
Dimples.
Where's Dimples?
We're professionals, y'all. This is amazing. We're like, all right, guys, we get all the shenanigans out ahead of time, and then we hit that intro video, and then we're like, boom.
I pressed transition, and all I heard was "Just go without me."
Just go.
Hey, Robo. I don't know if you're out there, Robo Goblin. Wonderful ttrpg gifs. We're gonna clip that. We're going to make that into a gif. That was amazing. Okay, so. Oh, it's on me to probably like set the tone and stuff, huh?
Nah.
Okay. So. Y'all were actually give me a quick check-in with y'all. Before this action broke out, how y'all looking? I know there's a little bit of a fight. Locke is gonna be last on this one.
Yeah,
welcome
for
back,
sure.
Dimples.
Wait, what?
I knocked over my cat treats and I had to clean them up before the cats came and buck wild. So
Your cat's been sitting there on stream like our time has come. Distracted.
So. Speaking of you, let's start with Langston. How's he looking?
I got a couple scratches. So I'm what? 8 out of 12 HP. So I lost a quarter of my HP.
And what about your abilities and your things like that? At level 1, you know, every ounce counts. Anything that's been used up. I don't know if you have a spell slot, anything like that. Nope. Cool.
I don't get anything special at level 1 as a ranger.
Got it. Kay.
Yeah, Kay has not taken any damage because they are amazing and don't care about these people, and so they stayed on the ship.
Stayed on the boat while everybody else put their life in danger.
Yep. But they did use one spell slot, and so they have one level 1 spell left and one level 2 spell left because they get a level 2 spell because they're an artificer and cool for some reason. I don't know why this artificer gave me magic weapon as an innate spell, so you know.
Heck yeah.
For me, it's a level 1 spell, so get out of here.
Oh my gosh.
I forgot that I had favorite foe, so it didn't get used.
See, we're all learning. It's wonderful. How about Hex? How's Hex looking?
Good. She kept herself in the back row of the combat where she enjoys being. And yeah, she got all them hit points at this point. And yeah, she's got some abilities left, but no more. She ain't looking too hexy from here on out until she gets
too hexy.
A long
lots of sexy
rest.
though, just not too
hexy. Lots of sexy, not too much of the ability to hex anything. But I can rip my fingernails out and like talk to people telepathically, so that could be cool. I don't know.
That's a thing.
Yeah, options are open, is what you're saying. Options are open.
Yeah,
great,
on my mind.
lovely, so great.
Nice.
Well, as the GM, I'm looking great. Thanks so much for asking. I'm having a great time.
You are.
Thanks.
Hey, okay.
And Locke. Oh, Locke, how you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing
Hi.
today?
Well, so the thing is, you all just heard 4 very good examples of how to play Dungeons and Dragons and how to not die and how to not almost die as level 1, because the biggest threat to level 1 characters in D&D is themselves, because it is dangerous to play a level 1 character. I almost died several times in this fight. I got hit a lot. In regards to spells, anyone want to take a guess? See how many I have left out of the 2 slots I possess?
-1.
I have 0. I have no more spell slots.
That was close.
Out of the rest of my resources, which are Rabbit Hop and Wrath of the Storm, I have 6 options for that.
Love that.
I have 2 left. I was slinging everything and
We're throwing
missing
it out there.
a lot.
Yeah,
There's
because
a lot of lightning striking. I remember that.
Just
yeah,
missing
listen. Mirequois Rage Cat. I almost got it wrong. Again, Mirequois Rage Cat's on the docks. First thing, you got to go all out, and definitely nothing bad will happen after that ever again.
I mean, it's time to go full rest now. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
And
remember
speaking of, oh, go ahead.
if Langston healed me or if I healed, because someone did heal me at the very end. I feel like it
Mayfair
was you.
actually gave
Mayfair.
you a little boost at the
Appreciate
end
that.
there.
You ain't getting nothing out from me. I ain't got it.
Okay, I was like, something happened. I didn't think it was me, but
She
I'm at
watched you
a
almost die and then healed you.
yeah.
Yeah.
She was thinking
She was like, yeah, well, it's not like Dimples reminded me afterwards that she had spells. So
I'm at 8 of 11 hit points.
okay, all right.
Yeah. Just so pitiful.
It is here on the docks after such exertion and fighting occurred where a smoke bomb went off and the sharp kind of smell of alchemical smoke fills your nostrils as Fawn cried out, "Thief! They stole my book!" And then as the smoke cleared, you saw 3 bandits, 3 cloaked figures, running in 3 different directions, because that's much more fun.
That is
Split
very
the
good.
party.
Yeah.
So, here's where things get fun. This is what we're gonna do. Starting off the top of this session with a little initiative.
Ba, ba, ba.
Bam!
No.
And now I did it a lot better because y'all automatically roll initiative, which is the setting on Alchemy that we discovered and I like. All right.
That is very cool.
I rolled a 6 minus 1.
Yeah, I rolled a 6, just 6.
And you know what else I need to do though? I need to get some other folks in initiative over here.
One.
Bam.
Downus,
And
Magdra, Kint.
and
Am I offline for you again?
Yes.
yeah.
I'm sorry about that. I don't know if it's
Aldre.
counting me out.
How very dare.
If anybody has any questions about alchemy, if if you're having any technical issues, we'll troubleshoot it here live with them in
Cool.
chat. We'll just stop everything and we'll just troubleshoot. Because that's what everybody wants to see, right? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody rolled initiative, including the 3 bandits, and I do suppose that you see some of their names here, but that's okay. That's okay. You don't know what they are. But let's do this. In the very instant of the smoke bomb going off and all sorts of things, I'm not going to use your passive perceptions because, I don't know, it's boring. Roll perception for me. So let's kind of just take a look and see what information we're gathering in the very moment that this shit goes down.
2.
We got a 2.
Down.
Man, Kay is on fire today.
4 minus 2 for a 2.
4 minutes. You said Percepti?
Percepti, little Percept.
I did a little 16 Percepti.
Little 16 Percepti, all right.
That's an 11 Percepti.
All right, 11 Percepti.
An 8
And a
plus
7
3.
for Langston. Cool. So, Kay,
We don't even notice the guys running away.
Waffles, what is Kay doing at the moment that gave them a 2?
Kay's way back on the boat still, probably just like starting to walk off, and they're probably like sizing up the party and how the fight went, wondering like, is this even like worth my time? Like, what is this? And then the smoke bomb goes off. So like where they are relative to the smoke bomb, it's
probably like harder to even see into it.
They just kind of miss everything.
All right. And then on the other hand, Hex, who seems to be our high roller both last time and this time. We'll see. So
That can't turn on me at the worst time.
I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah.
Tell me something. As the smoke starts to clear and you're looking wildly around,
Yeah.
you see 2 figures. One, this is very, very quick, right? Like, one seems to be kind of like tall, a little bit bigger built. Another, and this is a very much like, oh god, I'm trying to see which one to go towards here, right? Like, see what's going on. So you see kind of tall, cloaked figure over there. You see, they just seem slimmer compared to that one running in that direction. And then you see a distinctly shorter one going that way and like built in a way that you're gonna assume that they're a dwarf.
Okay. But I
So you're
have
not
no
sure.
idea which one has the book.
No, you do not.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're gonna do this thing real quick. In your handouts, you should see, I should have shared it with y'all, something called the Lakeport Docks. I don't know that our cameraman, so to speak, can see handouts. So we'll have to see how we do this, but we're gonna be descriptive anyways because we have podcast folks listening to us too. It's all good. So
I have no
down
handouts as the camera.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, cameraman. Down at the bottom of this little map, we see ourselves here at the docks, the Lakeport Docks. That's where y'all are.
Okay.
You saw one go down to the left, one go down to the right, one go kind of turn immediately up that street that's right there.
Okay. All right. Hex is going to quickly, having sized up her companion, say, well, I always enjoy a game of cat and mouse. And she is going to reach up into her witch's turn and pull a flower that is just dripping with this blackish, reddish ichor and thrust it into Locke's bun hand.
Oh.
And say
That went from epic to
she'll give a wink and say, call me. And then she's gonna go taking off down the one with the most area for, I guess, cover, which looks to be this middle path. So who am I tracking here down this middle path?
Well, that's a great question. And here's what I'm gonna do. Can I roll? Hey, Dimples, you're my alchemy guru currently.
What?
Check command to roll a d3.
I think if you just hit /roll 1d3, it should work. Yeah, that works.
Perfect. All right, so that was for me, the GM,
Gotcha.
to
Ignore
find
our
something
rolls.
else.
I
And
wonder what
it's
it could
not
be.
one. I can't make it 1, 2, 3, so we're gonna do something else. Make little notes here. I'm gonna say, all right, this is who has it. Maybe they don't. Maybe they do. I don't even know. That'd be great if I just rolled and like didn't know myself.
D&D, baby.
I don't know.
I don't know. Now, because we have initiative here, Audrey, as you can see, was going first. So you see one particularly like swift movement disappear. So we're gonna put Audrey to the left, let's say, and off they run. So they get to move basically before y'all get a chance to do anything.
Okay.
Actually, if I look, whoa, my initiative's breaking. This is wild. There's 3 locks.
I see all 3.
I think it's because I keep refreshing, and I can stop if you need me
There's
to.
3 locks.
Well, I
yeah.
did cast Clockwork Triplicate on myself, and
I thought it was mirror
that's
image
super
thing.
oh, yeah, ooh, awkward. Sorry. Also, just for fun flavor, Locke, you won't, no one can see it, but Locke is blushing.
It's happening.
Extreme. Oh, is it going? Is there more locks now?
That moves like
Hell yes! Locke is
baby.
unlocking his true power.
I
By the
kind
power
love
of Grayskull, I can multiply. Well, I mean, he is a
Oh,
bunny.
he's
He
going
can just multiply
Full
himself.
Naruto on us.
this. Totally. Do I refresh and make everybody roll again? Y'all want this?
I could.
Should we refresh?
Should I try to
Keep our
refresh?
initiatives. I know what my initiative is, so.
Yeah, mine was absolutely 26. I'll refresh.
One more time, just one more time, David, just for good measure.
Very good. I refreshed it. Anyone? Is there another lock?
Let's find out.
Yeah.
How many do we got
Goodness.
now?
There's like 4 more
Oh
now.
my god. This is chaos.
I'm
Where are they coming
check my own
from?
initiative for a
Oh,
moment.
Lord.
While we do this.
Here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna close out of Alchemy and go open up the whole thing again.
It doesn't. I don't think it makes a difference because I think it's gonna be us. But please go for it. I did say we'll troubleshoot live, and to everybody's listening enjoyment.
We troubleshooting.
All right.
Yeah,
Here's
Just
what we're
literally.
gonna do.
splits
Shadow
into
clone jutsu.
1,000 versions of himself.
Power levels over
This
6.
is what I'm gonna do for my ease as well, and probably not to y'all's. All of the bandits are gonna just go. It's gonna be great.
Amazing.
Because from what I see, it goes lock, 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 lock.
I'll go 6 times if you want me to.
Hint Dallas and then the others. So it's gonna be great. Tell me, is the rest of y'all? Yeah, it's Hex, Locke, Kay, Langston, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yep.
Cool. I've never done like handwritten initiative before.
Oh, hell.
Stress.
You got this.
Kay and
Okay.
Langston. Here's my little order. Very beautifully written and gorgeous handwriting. So all the bandits disappear from view. And if I actually look at it, I think all of them really did roll more than... Oh, actually, no. Downless and Hex go at the same time, technically. Where...
What's should we go off of dexterity mod between the two of us?
What would you like?
I would like to chase the best that I have ever chased. I'm feeling okay about my dex mod. I'm feeling
All
okay
right.
about it.
All right, so here's what we're
How
gonna
you
do.
feeling?
That's a great question. How you feeling?
Feeling dexy?
Downless. Let's see.
He has a +1.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's roll up.
Suck it, Downess. Minus +3.
Suck it down. That was in character.
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna be check.
Oh, are we rolling off, not just basing it off of whatever? what our
Oh,
plus
that's right.
is?
That's what I thought you were asking. If
Oh,
I'm
no.
confident, I thought you were gonna leave it to
Could
chance.
beef it. Oh no, I would never leave it to chance. Not when I got a
Alright.
beefy +3.
All right, fine. I'll keep that 14 for later for something else.
No.
You'll go before.
That's not good.
We are doing great, guys. So 2 of them disappear.
Yeah.
Let's say for funsies that it's going to be this one that you now have a personal, vendetta against. Is the one that you're going to be chasing for fun.
Downess?
Downess.
Yeah, no, I'll kill him.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know him, but I'll kill him.
I'll
Just
kill him.
murder right off the bat.
That
Stranger
escalated.
said you stole their book. I'm gonna kill you.
Let's escalate that to an 11.
So 2 disappear, and you are gonna go right before. So you actually, the one that's turning the corner here is
Yeah.
still like in your sight as you are the first to go. So
Okay.
here's what's gonna happen. As the scent of the smoke like still hangs in the air, Mayfair seems to be like calming Fawn, trying to just take care of her for a moment, who's like, Fawn looks to be in like complete shock. You see that there's like in the periphery there seems to be some noise like far off from where you are, and there seems to be like another like rage cat still like
no.
harassing some citizens in the background. So there's this swarm of scared citizens now kind of fleeing from that area. As one of them seems to be like chasing a rage cat seems to be chasing like a fishmonger. So Downless is going to try to use that distraction and disappear into the crowd.
Okay.
So you wanna give me a neat little perception check to make sure that you can keep your eye on him.
Sure.
Septiest of perception checks.
Hiya. Okay. Check. That's an 11.
So you
But-
are like, good.
maybe I'll use my advantage.
Advantage or inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because if I lose him now, then I'll just be, I'll be in a bad way. That's a 22, baby! A natural 20 for a 20.
Good use.
You cannot ask for a better inspiration use than that, right?
Feel really good about it.
Okay, so you lose him for a second. You do. You're like, oh no, because you get distracted by the rage cat, but you refocus and just in time to see him kind of duck out from behind somewhere else, thinking that he may have lost you. You have your eyes on him. You're okay. Now, it's his turn now.
Okay.
Unless you want to do something else. Like you're just running after him, right? You're making sure you can keep an eye on him. Well, actually, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
To make this a little bit easier for the chase scene and to keep things kind of swift, the way we're going to do it is we're going to say there's 3 things that'll happen during the chase. It's like a mock initiative, so to speak. If you look at the map, the handout that I sent, this is going to be our sort of general, like, this is your movement area. You're going to be able to do one of 3 things. You're going to be able to move to a connected location.
Yeah.
React, or 3 things. You can move to a connected location. You can react to a complication that occurs. And possibly you can attempt to capture your quarry.
Okay. Cool. So I've moved. I've reacted to a complication. And can I move again to get closer, or?
Right now, we're gonna say, because this is the very beginning where he had ran. You're catching up to him. So you round that corner up there where
it says 4.
Starting to run. That literally the pathway up into 4, and you're following him. You have your sights on him, and he's headed in that direction. You're following after.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. So then Dalnis is turn now, and so he moves from where you were up. We're gonna say to 4. Okay, to where the number 4 is.
Or towards the middle of the city.
Yes. Sorry, yes, I shouldn't use this. I want to use those numbers for y'all, but also
for sure. We'll do all of it.
Cool. So you see him move over towards what looks to be a major crossroads. Next up is going to be Locke.
Sweet.
Which way do you go?
Well, I think he first takes the flower and is very moved and smiles like a little goober. And
blood is just dripping down your head.
Oh my god.
I think, but he says, I think it's the thought that counts here. And sticks it behind his ear like like Moana. But it's on the top of his head, like the middle of his head. There's just blood all on his fur now.
Okay.
But he's already so bloodied, it doesn't really matter.
Straight in.
That's very fair.
Okay, so then their Hex is chasing one kind of in the northernly, more into the middle of the city. There's one. You said there's one
down to the left, kind of continuing down the docks.
Okay.
One going towards the right.
Okay, and just because that I now have a personal vendetta against rage cats. Is that rage cat attacking those people? Does he look like he's?
It seems to be chasing after a cart of fish.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I know
the citizens are all like, but it's like, give me that fish, and so you think it's distracted enough right now.
Perfect, because I know the pain of falling to a rage cat. I would not wish that hell upon anybody. I think Locke will take the flower, the bloody flower, the beautiful, beautiful bloody flower, put it in his ear, look to both Kay and Langston, and give the most unnecessarily complex military hand signals that mean, I'm sure, absolutely nothing to anybody.
It's a baseball.
And he's just he's just like, curveball? You want a curveball?
And five?
Yeah. And then he turns around and quickly starts chasing after the person running sort of
down the docks.
Further down the docks to the left,
Perfect.
To the west of the city.
Tell me something.
I'll try to.
Not me realizing I wrote 2 names down at the same time for initiative. Where's my other dude?
I hope it's Kent. Or Kent.
Well,
So hope it's
that's
Kent.
actually was gonna be my next question.
Hell yeah.
So,
Kent,
of
you
those two
motherfucker,
names,
I'm
which
coming
you
for you.
dislike more?
Oh, I'm wanting
Definitely
to fight.
Kent now, right?
Definitely Kent, yeah.
Okay, cool. So now we're gonna say that's the direction Kent went.
Got it.
Um.
I'm chasing Kent
So
with a fervor.
yes, he managed to kind of disappear from your line of sight. So you're kind of gonna try to catch up and run after him. So you're now moving into 6. Okay, so
Copy
into
that.
the docks. I have like too many things on my.
Which, for those of us listening, is like along the shoreline to the west of the city.
Yes, along the docks, along the boats.
Yeah.
So hitting the docks. So as you kind of run further down the docks, you see a crew unloading crates of rice from a large shipping vessel. Several tourists are disembarking like a large like flat bottom barge. Provincial types from
We don't need
Tomla
no
and
stinking
beyond.
barges.
Yes, a third vessel seems to be like holding this towering marble statue of, well, looks to be royalty. How much do you think Locke paid attention to Hex's explanations of the city?
See, in all honesty, you know, I'm just going off the dome here. I'm gonna say 0% of what Hex was going for.
Amazing. All right.
But I think that's probably gonna change now because anyway, yeah.
Okay. So there's a large towering marble statue of a king or a prince or something, right? Yeah. No, you have no clue who this is. And the statue though, why do you know it's a prince or a king? It has a like jewel encrusted solid gold crown sitting on top of this statue, and they're trying to like slowly like unload this from the vessel. It has like emeralds on it. It's like glittering and gorgeous.
Beautiful.
It catches your eye, but as you run through here, the figure that you were trying to keep an eye on seems to like be grabbing something from their pouch, from their side, and chugs it.
Oh.
And then you blink and they're gone.
Awesome.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Oh man, I'm super good
Actually,
at those.
make me a survival check. I'm so sorry.
Oh man, I think no joke, I think I'm better at those, but we'll see. Survival. Let's go. Let's go with that natural 20 for a 23.
Yeah, baby.
Amazing.
We chasing, baby.
So this
It's like
is really good,
T13
actually.
or whatever from Terminator, just like straight.
If you had
down.
failed this is my okay. So here, I'll show you a little bit.
Okay.
Kent, the lovely Kent, and by the way, I did this on purpose. Y'all picked who you're chasing. I did not decide this. You guys picked this. So Kent, the one you picked in the location, is they uncorked a potion of invisibility. And if you had failed this, that's
Just
it.
no
They
way.
would
Yeah.
have been gone. They would have been gone.
Excellent.
But you didn't. You passed. So you are like, there's no way they could have just disappeared. And you look down and you see, because it's rainy and muddy in the dock area, you see footprints.
Nice.
Got it. Love that.
So
Can I flavor it a little bit too, where it's like my ears just like perk up, and I heard him like breathing, and now I can still hear that.
Well,
stupid
I have a question for
Kent
you.
breathing.
they're here. You see them. You moved to the area. You reacted to a complication. You want to try to take them down from here?
I would. I have just two clarifying questions, or three, a couple clarifying questions. Are they still running, like actively running away? Are they like invisible and just like, hope you don't see me?
I think they paused to try to throw you off and to take the potion. And they're gonna be moving again shortly, but you're running up, and they don't know if you see them or not.
Got it. Okay, cool. Then that answers the rest of the questions, because no joke, I was gonna try to blow that statue up and stop them. But we don't have to do that anymore if they're just standing still. So yeah,
That
I think
wouldn't have upset anybody. Like nobody's working real hard at that. Yeah.
royalty. Who cares? Let's go, Thor. So yeah, absolutely. I would love to try to take them down.
All right. What are you trying to do?
So I think this is what I think Locke would do. He would like kind of run up and be like, oh no, they got away. Oh me, what will I do? And he's like standing there, like getting nonchalantly closer to like the footprints. And then he's just gonna yell at the top of his voice and take a wild swing with his oar where the footprints are. He's gonna yell, "Thief!" And I'm just gonna try to knock the block off of this guy.
Oh, let's
like,
go.
But like without like back. I'm just like, oh, I don't know where he went. Excite! Boom! Like that's what I want to. Yeah.
Great. So you want to make an attack roll?
I would love to.
Make that attack roll.
I just got very nervous about this attack roll, but I didn't need to because it's another natural 20.
So what's happening is the odds of getting a natural 20 are now being multiplied by the amount of locks.
There's so many locks.
It's true.
Locke just makes the shadow clone jutsu, and he's just all around this guy and just swinging them oars.
David's locked in.
I'm locked in. Oh, dang it. Oh, no. Is that the catchphrase?
I like that.
No, that warmed my soul in such a way, like a cup of Christmas hot chocolate on a cold winter morning.
This is great. Okay, so you smack them. Like, you weren't looking because you were trying to be like, oh, I'm not going to make eye contact. And you swap, like full, just spin and flop them in the face, like smack dab in the face with that oar. And that's 11 damage. Oh my gosh. Well, guess what? Can you take how much hit points do you think this scrawny little thing has?
Are they like 1?
Yeah, because I have 11 hit points.
11 as well.
Oh no!
I was gonna say, hopefully they have 5, because then they're just permanently dead.
Yeah.
You were worried about me escalating quickly, but you are the killer.
I'm so sorry.
As they like, they take damage and the invisibility like fades from them. The first thing you see is like the blood that's like dripping from their broken nose. And they just look at you and like crumple to the ground. Well, you got a thief. That's great. We're gonna pause here. Like this will be that round. So next up is Kay.
Kay will take the last path, as no one has taken at least one so far.
Okay. And so I believe Audrey is the only one left. So that's who you have.
I think so. And they went to the right, correct?
Correct. So you see this like long pathway, but it's like it's transitioning away from the docks. It's no longer the docks. It is this like shore that is going towards just what looks to be more like houses and buildings up there. Yeah. So as you chase after them and round the corner, you are kind of surprised to see like a mob, basically a agitated group of folks, and you know that like Madame Emperor's speech would just ended basically like a little bit ago, and so you have a feeling that this is where the impassioned folk were gathered regarding this speech. So now they're kind of grouped up, harassing people as they pass, just anybody that's dressed in any of the other two factions' colors, like Siren colors or Indonesian colors. Others are, you hear them like loudly shouting about forming a militia. So as you kind of round this corner and trying to look for the one that disappeared around this corner, several men with recruitment flyers are accosting people like right next to you. They're saying like demanding them they commit and join a coming revolution, and they're like, do you not support this? Like they're just absolutely they're gonna turn to you next. They're right there, and you just came into this area. So are you going to try to like, what do you want to do? What are you doing?
Bulldoze them, basically. Just like a football player, like stiff arm one, push the other out of the way, like.
Okay.
Yeah, she ain't messing around. She wants to go through these people and continue running.
Okay. Were you saying something, Prince? Okay. Let's get Audrey up in here. You wanna athletics check that?
Sure.
shit? Go for it. Now tell me, y'all, what are opposed rolls here? I guess it's the crowd though.
It's just
Usually I'm like-
only 12.
Set a save. Oh, okay. So you do that for the crew that's like harassing the person like right close to you. And you start, you kind of like, you elbow one, go to the other, and as you kind of pass the first one, there's a group of 3 more that are coming over and being like, hey, what's going on here? Are you not? And they just start kind of like harassing you as well. And you're not successful in getting past this crew just through brute force. There's quite a lot of people here. And as you are looking for the hooded figure, you unfortunately don't quite see where they go as you get fully distracted by these guys.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately.
I'm lucky.
Langston. Everybody just took a path. Where are you gonna support or do something else or follow after? What's it going to be?
I think since Kay was the last person to leave, I'm just gonna follow them because I don't know where else to go.
Heck
Makes
yeah,
sense.
absolutely. So and look, with this initiative again, it's mock initiative, so y'all are basically running on each other's heels. So like, you know, Kay runs off in that direction, turns the corner, you're not far behind. And so you see Kay trying to strong arm, like get pushed past these individuals and getting caught up as more people come like see what's happening. Are you going towards Kay to assist them, or are you trying to go around them unnoticed? Like, you know, how are you going to Kay, or are you going to try to find the person?
I'm gonna try to do something bold because why not?
I loved
So
it.
Kay is sort of trapped in the crowd, and basically where the crowd starts, I'm just gonna take my my glaive and I'm gonna plant it in the ground, and I'm gonna use it to like pull over the group, like the crowd of people. And if I land on them, that's fine.
This.
I'm gonna just be like, heads up.
Heads up! Amazing. Let's. Do you want this to be like sheer brute force athletics, or do you want to be a little bit more finesse? Do you want it to be
Athletics.
acrobatics? Your choice.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's do it.
Athletics.
A good choice. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
18.
18.
Pretty good.
Amazing.
Pretty good.
I think it's also the instinctual reaction of somebody like leapfrogging with a glaive into this crowd, but you see instinctively in Kay, even the ones that were starting to harass you kind of look over and then just duck their heads like holy crap, as Langston kind of just jumps over some folk.
Kay just watches.
Free Willy.
So
Do I see this person as I'm flying over the crowd?
right, and that's the other thing, right? Like, you have the high ground now and you're taking a look through this mob, and you do see them making their way like through to the other, like they're about to like exit through the mobs on the other side of them, so you have an eye on them. You're able to keep track of where they are.
Well done.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll just like
You
if I
wanna try
can't
to-
land on top of them, I'm just gonna like full on just try to tackle them. Like,
All right,
if I
can you
get a
make me
range.
one more athletics check?
Of
to try to
course I
tackle them?
can.
Also, just general curiosity, how tall or big is Langston?
Langston's like what? I put down 6 foot 6'2".
So big dude flying through the air.
Yeah, small.
Yes.
Kind of impressive,
Mm.
not gonna lie.
Mhm.
Not as
That's
impressive this
12.
time with the 12.
So tell me, is this going to be this is like a rules question with D&D. Are these opposed rolls usually, or is this against their AC?
Do it both ways.
Usually the like grapple is a pulse roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get to
Okay.
choose as the grapply strength or dexterity, whichever one you want to try to get away with.
And if they do athletics, then it would be matched with athletics, right?
No. It
Yes.
can-
Not
Yeah.
you can
necessarily.
do strength or dexterity. You can try to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
attacker has
Okay.
to use strength. Defender is strength or dex.
So this one, the one that you followed, so Locke, the one that you absolutely just wiped, was this like
Knocked the invisible
scrawny
off him.
looking one, and then the one that you're following, Kay and Langston, is actually this rather tall, quick, athletic looking individual. So they are going to surprisingly, they're going to go with acrobatics to try to counter this. Let's take a look. 20.
Who?
So you go, like, you leap over the crowd, plant your feet, see them, and just kind of, push off into them, and they just try to sidestep you and keep running. But you're not far behind them, and you have a very good eye on them. Okay. Next is going to be one more time, Kint, who I guess is gonna make a death saving throw.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Kim.
I love this. Is that a con save, I believe, correct?
I
So
think-
it's just roll a d20.
Oh, just a d20.
It's just a
and 10 and
D20,
up
yeah.
is a success.
Mm.
9 and under is failure.
It is a success. We have a success for Kint.
Huzzah!
Thank God.
Okay, well,
Stay in
very
there, kid.
eventful.
Come on, Kim. I super love you all of a sudden.
And then Dalnus is going to, let's see, where did I put Dalnus is the great question.
So don't I go before Dalnus because
you
I
do.
have the
Yes.
the high ground as
Our DM's
my
trying to
good
cheat.
friend
You
Obi-Wan
indeed.
Kenobi.
No,
Cheater!
I
No,
just
I'm
have
kidding.
an arrow under
it's
my,
okay.
what's your name?
Listen, it's okay. It's okay. There's a lot
Go for it.
happening. Okay,
So you rounded the corner. You're at the crossroads now.
Okay, so I'm going to round the corner, and what I would like to do is, she's been like running because she had her arrow and everything still drawn from before, so she's just like, hey, hey, hey. That's the sound she makes when she runs. It's not as hot as the character art suggests. So she is going to draw her arrow and make to like wound them in the leg or something. Like nothing lethal, just
As
hey,
you
stop
kind of
running.
run forward,
Yeah.
pulling your bow and arrow.
Mhm.
So here, as you enter the crossroads, which seems to be like a busy like market square where
Mhm.
people are passing with loaded carts and things like
Yeah.
that. You see that there's actually two carts that have collided.
Okay.
And their drivers are like screaming at each other, having, that
Cool.
classic like, you gotta pay me this, the classic
Yeah.
car accident type thing. Now there's several little children that seem to
Yeah.
be dressed kind of like scrabby clothes, and you can assume that they're not they're looking to try to like take advantage of
Yeah.
this, and you can watch them try to go and try to grab it. But with the kids is a little monkey as well.
I steal
So-
him. No. I don't need to know anything else.
So since you're following down this, there's a bit of a crowd here. So
Yeah.
I think it's just gonna be a little bit hard to spot
So-
him. So you want to shoot? Go ahead.
What I would like to do, if that is the case, is
Mhm.
do like a run as those two things collide. She's gonna acrobatics to like slide underneath the cart and then
Oh.
like roll out on the other side and try to shoot.
Okay.
It just seems cool. It's probably
it does.
impossible.
It does, but let's see if you can locate him first.
Yeah,
'Cause,
I
like,
love
right
that.
now he ran in there.
Love
go ahead
that
and
for
make me
me.
a perception check.
Ooh, this is it, baby.
Go,
That's
let's
a
go.
13.
Perfect. So you're ready, right? And you're like,
Yeah.
I'm running up. I'm gonna just I don't care about the carts. I'm gonna go past him. And you're looking around wildly for
Mhm.
him. And at first you're like, fuck, I don't know where he went. But 13 was exactly the DC. And so you turn and you see
Yeah.
that Dalnus. Now remember, this one that you're following is the shorter one. This is the dwarf.
Yeah.
And so you realize one of these little kids that's trying to steal
Uh-huh.
from this cart. It's a bit wide for a scrawny kid, and you realize that's Delnis trying
Okay.
to hide and pretend to be a kid.
Ooh.
So this changes everything. And she is going to shape change and use disguise self to become like a lanky kid and jump around, like basically like come around the corner, walk behind like a stand of fruit or whatever. I don't know. I'm imagining. I'm using my imagination to create a world.
It's like it's an imagination game.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
And as she sort of like passes behind something, she becomes a kid and starts like getting into it and gets close to him. And kills him. No, I'm kidding. And
That was said so casually and sweetly.
she has one of her arrows in her hand, and she just like slips up behind him and says,
my gosh.
yeah, she slips up behind him and like places the arrow underneath his like the meaty bits on the side, like where there's a chink in his armor, and she goes, I'd love to stay and play, but I think we should have a little bit of a conversation, don't you?
Amazing. You overcame your obstacle. I want you to roll something to try to capture him.
Sure.
Do you want to try to grab him and hold him, or are you trying to intimidate him right now?
Listen, I am so dexterous. Let me tell you, I'm not strong. I'm a strong person, but I'm not strong.
Yes.
So I'm going to try and intimidate him.
Okay.
It's something I've been known to do in my life, and it's not actually. I only have a +2, but better than a +0. Yeah. I rolled in D&D Beyond. Let me roll here. It was good, but I rolled a 17 in D&D Beyond. But let me see what it would be.
Come on, Alchemy.
Come on, Oh, that's investigation. Nope. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. That's a 16. It's still okay.
That's pretty good.
For level 1? Yeah.
Very good, yeah.
I'm gonna have him do like a whiz save, I think.
Roll
to see like
to resist hot danger.
that's I mean we tonight's theme is hot. So he rolled a 4. He's not gonna resist that. I think he was so off track, like just by surprise, because he thought that you were a kid and you were not who was chasing him a second ago.
No.
And so he's like you see him stiffen up, but he doesn't bolt.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool.
We're gonna that's this.
We did it.
So wait, actually now it's his turn. Huh.
Oh no.
And now he runs.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Suddenly got over
on
my
his
fear.
turn, we're gonna do one more whiz save. We're gonna see like, okay, can I do this? Well, that's a 19. So you watch him. So you shape change into this little kid and come up to him, and you feel the prick, like he feels the prick of this arrow on his side, and he like looks back at you and like curses under his breath. He's gonna try to bolt, but I'm gonna make this opposed.
Okay. Can I acrobatics to kind of like swing around him on the other side?
Yeah, like yes, absolutely. And he's, let's see, we're going to he's gonna match you with acrobatics. He's gonna try to slip out, and we're gonna see who slips out faster. Sounds weird.
Damn, it's not good for me.
Well, that's okay, because he
do
rolled
well.
a 4.
Yeah, baby!
Amazing.
The best loser is me. All right. Yeah, so he tries to like swing away from her, and then she gets in front of him and like meets him just under the jaw with her short sword in the other hand. So there's just like a kid with a sword and a dwarf.
Does this kid look like you, or is it like Little Hex? Or is this a completely different kid?
This is just like a little tiefling child that is like, we'll say orange for fun and for free. Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. Okay. Well, he can't get anywhere. You have him pinned with both arrows, just an arrow in one hand and like a short sword in the other.
Yeah.
One slightly more threatening than the other, but yes.
Is he more afraid of swords? Is that what happened? He was like, arrows.
I mean,
Oh, is that a sword?
It's more surface area for damage.
No, I got you.
No, I like your thing better. Okay, great. So that's Dalnus. Locke, it's you. So you are
Kill him.
I'm just straight up killing.
Oh, yeah, you have a crumpled dead body. Hold on.
I just killing.
I don't normally like to fully break immersion here because obviously we're very, very into that. But lovely Brandon of Ashenworks is in chat right now, and Brandon is also running this exact campaign on Huntsman's Hydra. You came at a great time. When Brandon did this, he mentioned to me that his party it wasn't so great. This didn't go so good. So let's just do a quick little roll call. We have one that nearly got grappled right off the bat after the first place they ran off to. Another crumpled dead on the ground, currently unconscious on the ground, and another pinned between arrow and short sword. They have not gotten far. This is rather impressive, and compared to last time, your rolls are doing a lot better.
Yeah.
That's what 3 natural 20s in a row to start off gets you.
Yeah, that was wild. 3 nat 20s.
Yeah, 3 natural 20s in a row was absolutely wild. Okay, but Locke, crumpled body, unconscious. What's happening?
I think Locke sort of like, this is probably gonna be a very common theme for him. He just likes to jump into things and then like, consequences be damned. But now he's staring directly in the face of an almost dying consequence, and he's like, this one doesn't feel as good. So I would like, if you'll permit me, I'd like to do 2 things. I would like to reach down, lovingly, tenderly grab this person's neck, and no, I'm just kidding. And
Y'all
can
are terrifying.
No, I would like to grab my 50 feet of hempen rope, tie this person up as best I could, and then I want to roll a medicine check and try to heal this person. Because not super huge fan of just straight up killing. Actually, no wait, even better. I have a cantrip called Spare the Dying.
Oh, there you
and
go.
I feel like Locke has probably done this quite a few times. Like, ooh, sorry,
Let me boop Band-Aid that.
So I would like to, if you'll permit me, I'd like to try to quickly like restrain this person after yelling thief. Like, that's all right. I'm with the Fano police force. The thief. We're fine. And he just starts to tie this person up.
The group that was like disembarking, like the clear tourists, they're kind of like passing this right now, and they're like, "Oh, what is?"
Oh wait, so.
And then you see them kind of like whispering to like one woman's just like, "Is that blood? Oh my goodness!" And then it's just like kind of like continuing to walk though. It's kind of one of those like, I'm not going to engage with this. So far, so good. But yes, absolutely. There is no resistance because he's unconscious, and you tie him up, and then you boop him on the nose to spare the dying, and you're like, oh, there we go. It's fine. He's fine.
Unconscious.
He's fine, guys.
And I realize I should have at this point said no ticket as I looked around to the group and just sort of made a little Indiana Jones reference there, but we'll just move past that. I'll get it next time. But then I'll try to just as kindly and respectfully as I can start dragging this person back towards the rest of
as one does, right?
Their heads just bouncing on the docks.
Yeah.
Being respectfully hit with the orb.
I respectfully drag them by the feet. Okay. Now, do you also look through the body to see if they have the book?
Not yet.
While you tie them up? Not yet. Cool.
We will.
So you're dragging them.
Well,
Nowhere.
actually, because my initial thought was like, I want to go help my friends, but like, if the book is here, that is the ultimate help I can give. So yeah, a quick peruse, just like if there's any like big bulky, like.
Yeah. So I won't make you roll investigation. Like you're looking over this this dude, and there is this is poor Kint, right? Little
Yeah.
Kint.
Freaking Kint. Oh, little Kint. It's a little.
I'm trying-
Oh no!
So
He,
little.
he never had the time to put his cape on.
Oh no!
Rip,
Do you
rip
want
Clark.
to
Eating
hear a
up
little
on
bit
a
about his
little
personality?
Kent.
This scrawny little Kint
No.
whose personality is reserved and soft.
Like I'm like looking through his wallet, and it's like organ donor. Like he's a volunteer, like a
Yeah,
3-star volunteer. I'm like,
He has a,
Oh,
he has
gosh,
a note
you're
in his
also-
pocket that says, "Please don't hit me in the face with it, or I have 2 kids."
and sick puppies, and I have to give a bunch of
Oh,
presents tonight.
gosh.
No,
Oh.
I feel terrible.
No, you
Hi, Keone.
you don't feel anything
Okay,
on
cool.
them. But let's take a look what you do have on them in case maybe you want some of this stuff. They have they should have
Please don't steal my life savings.
Another note falls out.
Yeah.
This is my $1,000 I was going to send to my grandmother. Oh, no.
on them they have a light crossbow
Cool.
and a scimitar.
Cool.
But no.
Yeah, no book. I will not stealing, but I do want to take the weapons, like in case this person is like wakes up and is like, oh, cool, my scimitar attack. Like I'm gonna remove the threat,
Sure,
as
sure,
it
sure.
were.
Yeah.
I thought you were like, it's not stealing. It's this
Mm.
new thing I'm doing called
new thing.
taking.
Taking,
Um,
taking
Yeah.
without permission or not.
Holding on to indefinitely.
Amazing.
If Kent does turn out to be this saint that we've painted him to be, I will give the weapons back.
Listen, the personality. Well, we'll see. We'll find out.
We
Great.
may never know.
Great. Kay,
Mm-hmm.
as you push past these obnoxious mob, what's it called? Militia attempting folk.
Yeah.
You see that Langston you saw him jump over, and you see like he tried to grapple and unfortunately like just got decked out of. Actually, I didn't tell you where it's going. So you are, this is why I need like the map up at the same time. Y'all are over here. So they ducked out, and when it was their turn, they moved to the left down that little hallway, or the little kind of like alleyway between, headed towards the crossroads where you don't know, but that is where Hex is.
Yeah. It's where a kid is threatening to murder somebody.
Yeah, a little kid, a little
Terrible.
tiefling is like holding a short sword at another little kid's neck. It's great.
Yep.
Oh my god, you're gonna run by. You're not even gonna recognize her. That's gonna be great. All right.
Okay. I don't know how this works in the chase, so I'll let you decide or tell me I can't do it. I do have a bonus action spell that makes me quite a bit faster.
Yeah, I'll let you be quite a bit faster. Well, it'll give you. In this case, it'll get you there faster. So we're gonna have you're gonna have advantage on whatever complication comes up. So are you chasing after?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So
So what I do is cast Expeditious Retreat on myself. And basically every bonus action I can take a dash.
Yep. So you, Langston, you watch as Kay, who was like stuck behind, all of a sudden just past you after Audrey. Audrey, seeing you closing the distance quickly, Kay, seems to grab a crate off of a merchant's cart and throw it at you. So go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw, and like I mentioned, with advantage.
Alright, we found out where these were last time. Where are they? I forgot again.
So you can
if
just
you
roll, go
click-
to your dexterity. Yeah, click on the
Yeah.
dexterity, and then you have the option to either make it a check or a save.
Gross.
In like the
I-
middle of your screen.
I have no dexterity.
Oh no!
But you do have advantage.
With advantage, I roll a 14.
Okay.
The first one was a natural one. So natural 1, natural 15.
That's
Well,
a lot better.
yeah, it is a lot better, and it does actually pass. I
Nice.
think so. Hold on. Did I?
No, you said it.
I did. Okay, yeah, you did. I can't. No take backs. Perfect.
Don't
so
slow
you-
roll me.
So you just duck out, and also the fact that you're so fast makes that so much easier. And you duck past this crate that's thrown at you and close the distance. Athletics, I'm assuming, to grab them, or what do you want?
Yeah. Just athletics.
it.
Just gonna try to pin them down until old Langston can get here and help.
All right.
Just a normal check, not advantage on this one, right?
Correct.
18.
Perfect. So Audrey, gonna make a little exchange back. It's gonna be sad, but we're gonna try. Yeah, it's a 4. Wow, I'm rolling lots of 4s.
Nice. We like it.
Yes. So yeah, no problem. So wow, it literally way too fast. You speed down this street, and the speed and the collision in which you tackle Audrey, they skid on the ground with you on top of them, like legitimately, like into the crossroads. And Hex, as a little kid, as you holding this dagger, you see Kay just absolutely like football tackle this individual to the ground.
And she places like her gauntlet forearm like across his cheek and like pins him to the ground.
Oh, amazing.
Very cool. Very
Y'all are
cool.
doing really way too good. I was ready for the whole. Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I love how
Langston.
just like in this moment she just goes, "See, that could have been you." Like,
Yes. Langston.
Langston feels like he doesn't know what to do now. He wants to tie this person up. Like, sure, I'll tie them up, and search their person.
Sure. So you're following after. You move into the crossroads. But in this case, as you are less pursuing an obstacle, so to speak, why don't you make me a perception check to see if you notice Hex over there? Or, well, something. It's not Hex. 9.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Come on.
I will say this though,
As
it's
a
like right in the
9.
middle of the crossroads. You hear the commotion being caused by children and things like that. So you look and over at there is a short sword being pointed at a child over there by another child. You're not quite sure what's going on. But you're distracted by the body that is down at Kay's feet, basically. So at your feet with Kay. Are you gonna help? Are you gonna search this person, or are you gonna do anything else?
I think Langston will freeze at seeing a child being threatened, and also this thing, and he's like, I don't know where I'm supposed to be a hero right now.
yeah.
And there's just a moment where he's frozen. He does nothing.
It does nothing. Beautiful. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we'll bring it to the top. Kint stabilized, but spare the dying doesn't bring them back to consciousness,
No.
right?
No, it
I
doesn't.
think by the technical rules, it's like they'll get a hit point after like an hour or so.
Yeah, it basically just they don't have to make death saving throws anymore.
Yep.
He's napping peacefully, you know.
Napping
Yeah.
with a broken nose
Blood.
peacefully.
Dry
Pouring.
blood on his nose and everything, and he's just like. You're a little bit worried that he can't quite breathe through his nose, but it's fine.
Keep put him in the recovery position to where he's on his side.
Yes. But as you go back to the area of the docks, you don't see Mayfair or Fawn. Seems that they have
Ain't that
moved,
just the way?
away. As a reminder to all the players as well, before all of this commotion happened, Fawn did give you like a little business card of like where you can find her though.
Got it.
And then she got her book stolen, right?
Right, and like that was happening. You got handed the thing, and then all of a sudden, like the smoke bomb went off and chaos ensued. So, Kin's good. Audrey, who is currently pinned by Kay, is going to try to get out. I suppose we'll see if I roll more than a 4.
Good luck, but also not good luck because I want to.
Am I opposing this with athletics?
I mean, if you want to oppose a natural 20.
Oh no!
It's half turn.
Honestly, a valiant effort.
Hey, alchemy folk, thanks. I was complaining about them 4s, so I know you got
Asher
that.
just sitting back there, like taking the code. He's like,
Giving the code.
Let's give her a natural 20.
Perfect.
So he says, "Got you in chat."
Gotcha.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
So
That'd be a cool feature though, if like a VTT is like, oh, we're watching this like live show. They're like, we have the power to help out. Yeah, just like boop, 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 boop.
So this is interesting though, right? Because you like skidded them on the ground. You have them pinned down, and this natural 20. Maybe it's that you just weren't like you're like, oh, okay, I got you, and maybe would Kay kind of like assume or rely on Langston knowing that they were right behind? Were you like maybe being like, okay, no worries, like Langston's gonna back me up here?
Honestly not. So I don't think Kay's relying on any of these people, but I do think Kay would have skidded to the ground and then got caught also momentarily off guard by a short sword from a kid pointed at a kid. And like that half a second just gave this guy a second to escape.
Perfect. And as I was taught in Krav Maga, he launches you off of him and tries to scramble out and keep running. However, this is what you see. Audrey also notes the short sword from the kid. And you see something interesting. As he doesn't run away, he runs towards the kid.
Must be his kid.
So here's what I'm. So it's gonna be interesting. I want to like. Okay. He's gonna hold an action, so to speak. He's gonna. And I know we're not really like that, but he's gonna run towards the kid. So, Hex, you see another cloaked figure, and as having things not calm down, but having it not be like you're not running to their backs, you see that this one is like a larger, athletic, tall human, it seems, through the cloak. But that's it. So then it's gonna be yours and Dallas's in quick succession.
Okay. So big form hurtling through space towards me. She looks down the length. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was thinking, like, I was trying to keep it not in like holding actions and stuff like that. I was trying to think like he would just do something for a complication for you. But
in
what? Yeah.
The way that Hex is receiving this is that if this person is trying to help the dwarf, then she thinks the dwarf has it. Because he's noticed the dwarf in peril. And she and she says, she's like looking down the length of her blade at him, and this little latchkey tiefling kid just tilts her head to the side and says, "My, aren't we popular?" And then she's just going to like attempt with her to attack with her short sword to just like hurt him, not kill him.
Okay. Yeah. So as Audrey runs up to this scene, also a little confused for a moment because you look like a scrawny kid. But as you go to swing, Audrey's going to step in and try to throw you off guard. So we're gonna go ahead and roll with disadvantage to try to hit
Okay.
Downless, the original person. That's who you're trying to hit, right? The one that you had. Okay.
That because I want to hamper their potential escape.
Mhm.
At least that's the intent. All right, so I'm rolling with disadvantage, and that is a 14 to hit.
Okay. So it does. You do manage to like swipe anyways.
Yeah.
As Audrey tries to interfere, and because you had him basically pinned with with two things. You do, and so you do 10 damage. And you see it slice into him. But as Audrey has his back, as it's now Dallas's turn, he's going to basically, with the advantage from Audrey, who's there basically to support him, going to try to get out from you and keep running.
Ooh.
So we're gonna do this. That was 10. He's a little bloody, but it's okay. Wait, did that go? Did that? I probably forgot to hit the check mark, y'all. There we go. How do I want to do this? I don't want y'all to have too much fun. No, I'm kidding. Let's make an athletics check. Let's see if I can do this.
Syrup's reading the book, and the last line says, "Ensure that this one person gets away."
yeah, absolutely.
Is he in any way hampered by his wound?
Well, I rolled with advantage.
Okay.
So the natural 1 didn't count. And instead got a natural 2.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Hooray.
You say another mother
story.
fucking 20.
I know you were like 2, and I was like, oh god.
Asher, I have words for you after this.
Thanks, Asher. Keep it up. Ones and twos all around.
Perfect.
But here's what's gonna happen. We've been running this chase for a little bit, and now we're kind of hitting this climax where Locke has a dead body. A unconscious body. We have 3 of our crew basically in the middle of this like Lakeport docks. With 2 individuals, and we're gonna do one of 2 things after we come back from break.
Ayo.
Giveaway.
So,
Giveaway.
Nice.
Yes, let's do a giveaway. Bet you weren't expecting that. You were.
Thanks for hanging out, chat. Y'all are
thanks
amazing.
for hanging out, guys.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Well, we're going to do a giveaway for 1 month subscription to AlchemyRPG, which, by the way, y'all, you can make an account for AlchemyRPG even without the subscription. Yes, thank you. Go kick the dice engine while you're on break. There we go. Thank you, Asher.
But not too hard.
We had 3 natural 20s in a row earlier. I would like 3 natural 20s. It's only balanced that way, you know. But Waffles, are you ready to set up that giveaway?
Yeah.
Yes, what I was saying, you don't have to have a 1 month subscription to go hang out and play with the Alchemy engine because it's super cool and super pretty and super fun. But the 1 month subscription does get you little boons and cool things as well. So, what's a good code that we want to use? I was thinking book. Do you guys want to do book?
Book is good.
You guys want? Book is good.
People
right?
love books.
Book. But spelled with 3 O's.
Book.
Book.
I love lamp. I love spoon. I love water bottle.
Yeah. All of these amazing
I love
things.
lamp.
You know what? Let's go with book for the moment. 2 O's.
It's either book or can't, right?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do book.
Book.
I kind of want it to be with 3 O's, but I don't want to confuse anybody. So
No,
it's gonna be 2.
I exist here to make things difficult for everyone else.
Okay, it will be book.
Okay, y'all, go ahead and type book in chat. B-O-O-K. Just in case. Just gonna put it out there. Type it once. No more than that, I think will automatically disqualify you, because that's Nightbot. So just write book. do it once, it's all good, and we're gonna find out who gets that beautiful 1-month subscription when we get back from break. We love you guys very much. Take care of yourselves, do whatever you need to do, drink some water, refresh yourselves, and we'll be back very shortly.
Bye.
Thanks, chat.
I'm proud of you. Thank you. We all tried to pose. It was really close.
It was just a cut. Like
I'm
we
clicking
went out on our pose and came in.
Yeah.
Everyone
that's what
posed,
we
and I was
do.
just like,
Vibing.
Ivan. What we need is to like pick a pose at the end of like
yeah.
first half and then just resume it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
I choose Star Platinum.
Love that.
Okay. So Locke with a
Yes.
unconscious body back in the docks where y'all were, tending to it lovingly, just real sweet. But
with the
In-
grumpiest fit look on his face. But
the
so
grumpiest
tender.
look on his face as he strokes his face.
Sorry.
But away from that quiet scene of like a little less tension, we move up the road into the crossroads where alongside the chaos of a crash cart with arguing drivers about who's paying for what because look at what you did to my bumper, I mean cart.
I mean, cabbages.
Cabbages! 100%. One of them is filled to the brim with cabbages, which is what the little scrawny kids are with their little monkey are trying to not so subtly steal while there's a large distraction. But amongst those little kids is another little tiefling kid with having just slashed at a cloaked kid, which is just honestly absolutely ridiculous. But a tall, athletic-looking man having kind of ran in after escaping from somebody that tackled them to the ground, trying to interfere with whatever is happening here is where we find ourselves right now.
Nice. Love that.
In this moment, Langston, you're kind of at the entrance to the crossroads. Hex, you're the little kid with the short sword having just slashed.
Hit me.
And in front of you are the two folks that are kind of like that you've been chasing. One of which you assume may or may not have the book because meta, poor little Clint don't. So, but and then Kay, you are having been picking yourself up after having kind of just like been pushed off. So what's gonna happen right now? I think not exactly where we left off. Dalnus did that. You did that. Dalnus is trying to run, but failed to do so. So Instead, ooh, it's gonna be a rough one. Okay. In succession, we have Locke, Kay, and Langston. If y'all don't succeed in getting these 2 people down, one of them is gonna get out. What do y'all do? No pressure. I honestly, I don't care about initiative. Let's work together. Y'all are here.
So then just reset real
Yeah.
quick. You're with we're all kind of back up that northern alleyway, heading more towards the center of the city, and we see the two baddies like in cahoots trying to escape from Hex.
Right. So, well, so Locke, you in particular, I'm curious about. I mean, we are starting with your turn. Are you leaving the tied up body here, and are you going to try to like follow after one of your other friends, or what do you want to do?
I don't really want to leave the body. That seems very irresponsible. Because I did.
You're just gonna carry it around with you.
I might just have a friend pet now. No.
God, no.
No. It's I want to like question him or Kent, but also I'm just trying to think if there's anything I have. I don't have any more. Oh, I do. Okay, I do. I have cantrips. Dumb David. Come on.
Nope, none of that. You're not in the slightest. You're wonderful.
How close? Oh, thank you. How close am I to either Langston or Kay?
Well, you're at the docks where the always gonna say that.
The meerkat.
Meerkat.
The meerkats were originally. Remember, like you dragged the body back to there. They're up the street at the crossroads, but I don't know that you know where they are. Although you hear commotion, but it's commotion everywhere. There's angry mobs. There's a lot going on right now. So are you gonna try to find your friends, or are you gonna stay with the body, or do something else?
I think I'm gonna do the first two. I'm gonna literally like hike the body up, fireman carry style, be like, "You're coming with me, bucko," and I'm gonna try something. Hex gave me a bloody flower and said, "Call me." I want to like squeeze the flower, touch it, draw something in the blood, and be like, "Hex, can you hear me?" It's I don't know if that was just like a bit, or if you were like giving some sort of like magical communication device.
Locke, you squeeze the flower, get a little bit blood on your hands, and you draw a little heart with the blood.
Yeah. Right
and then Hex, what happens?
You feel almost like an echo in your mind as your voice that normally like your I'm talking to myself voice is clearly extended outwards. And you just hear like crows cawing, and like the line is open. It's not
really
a party
unsettling.
line.
It's not a party line.
It's just for you, baby.
Aww, I love it.
You feel your subconscious voice extend past with the echoes of crows and unsettling hoots. What do you say?
Hoot.
Good.
Oh, wow. Might have just awoken some things in Locke. Who knows? I think Locke would at first be like, "Wow, Hex, is this the way your mind always sounds? It's terrifying." But real quick, I found this one. No book. Where the hell are you? I'm gonna try to come find you.
And you receive back in 25 words or less. We're at fuck. No.
We're at the fuck. Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's like a speak to text, and it's like.
She says. She says we're at the fuck. The dwarf has it. I think. God, they're getting away. That's what you hear.
Perfect.
Do something.
Okay. Then would I like with the magic of the mind communications and these text messages, would I get any sort of like sense of direction? Because I guess as of right now, no, I saw her run off because she went before me.
Yeah. So it sounds like Hex is clearly engaged with somebody, and that is where they went. So you could absolutely, with the body hiked up, go that way.
Mhm.
Start moving as quickly as you'll allow me.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have any complications to face right now aside from being slightly dragged down by a body, but like, who cares? Just drag it with one leg, right? It's not a big deal.
I think I'm more weighed down by the guilt that I'm feeling.
Oh. Ouch. Yeah, you did. The wallet with the 2 kids and everything is yeah. So you make your way, and you're gonna get there. So like you're headed to the crossroads, and you see everything I just described, but Langston and Kay came from the other entrance to the crossroads. So they're across the way, and kind of in the middle is no Hex, but a little tiefling child.
Got it.
Swiped with like 2 cloaked figures, one short, one larger. I will say you'll recognize those figures though as the ones that you were chasing.
And she said the dwarf, and one of them is.
Got it.
I think, yeah.
Or a kid, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Who could
Then
say?
at the next possible moment, even if it's later, because I feel like I've used up a lot of actions, I will ready a sacred flame blast whenever it is ready to happen.
Just so you know what I typed, I said a third note falls out of his pocket. It says Till Bortles, I love him. So.
Oh no! It like rolls down. It locks like, God damn it! Are you the most popular person in this fucking town? What the fuck? I'm so sorry.
Bortles for town new mayor.
New mayor, yeah. Screw Madam Emperor. Bortles for mayor. We'll change the game entirely. Okay, so now, again, a little bit more loosely. Kay, Langston, what are y'all doing? You kind of get into the fray. What's happening? Kay, you can.
Kay, having seen this person get slashed, and I think coming to the same conclusion that Hex was coming to, sees the damaged person attempting to run away, and like follows a little bit, finds a crate to like partially jump off of, and just chunks a rock at the guy.
Nice.
Okay. At the same time, what is Langston doing?
If I see the others, I think I will. I feel confident that Kay is this. I think, and so I'm going towards where the rest of the drama is. I'm like, you got this, and I just start running.
So you're running towards where Hex kid is. Okay. All right. What are you going to do anything with there? Are you trying to block the way? You trying to pin this other one down?
I am looking to make sure that this little kid is not getting hurt in any way. Okay. So I'm like, jump in front of the little kid, like, hey!
Okay, beautiful. Kay, make me an attack roll.
10.
Okay.
A little fan.
Kay, you kind of jump up on a crate to like swing down with like a rock, and the crate kind of breaks under your feet a little bit, and not expecting it messing with your aim. Langston goes the other way, tries to interfere, Hex, with your getting between you and technically they're both near you because he failed his athletics to get away from you, but protecting you as now both Dalnus and Audrey are going to go as I'm just gonna make some flat checks here. We're gonna see.
My
Waffles, I
rolls
feel like
so bad.
I want to give you.
They die. I feel like.
Oh yeah, I see right there on Alchemy. It says they lose.
With kids.
I feel like Waffles. I want to give you my inspiration because we tag teamed that recap.
No, it was Anne.
Yeah, it was all Anne.
No, all three of us did. I feel like you did. And sorry, keep going. We're distracted.
Really, it was everyone. Really,
it was the power of friendship that did the recap.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, first of all, Asher, thought we talked about this. Sick of these fours. Here's what's gonna happen.
Syrup's over here playing golf.
Trying to, yeah, par. So
I just got that.
Yeah, no, that took me a second. the one that you were going for, Kay, was the dwarf. Is that correct?
Yeah, the DM and storm, because she's going to knock him out.
Right. So you were going to go after that one, but in trying to swiftly get away from like being pinned, like they saw Langston closing the distance as well, not sure what's going on. They were just trying to get out. However, they got a little bit confused as to which way to go, and so in being unable to successfully get away from here, you see something interesting as they grab something from their pocket and hand it off to the other individual.
No!
Who seems to be a little bit faster, as the other one starts to book it.
Anger.
To book it.
Seething rage.
Book it.
Get
to
it?
book
You tried to book it?
We'll be here all week.
So what's gonna happen is, do I do one more complication? Like, that's gonna be fun.
It will be.
Drag this out a little bit.
Here comes the dragon.
So the one that stayed, the one that is damaged, is going to kind of just drop down on their knees, raise their hands, and surrender, while the other one runs. All of you can now you see this as you have come and joined the fray. So now there's 4 of you. It's going to be a little bit different of a chase right now. The 4 of you, really, really quickly, tell me, are you staying or are you going?
No, I'm going. I'm like,
Going.
screw
Hex
this.
is going. Locke, staying or going?
Oh, I'm absolutely going, but I will ask you several clarifying questions when it's my turn.
Great. Langston, staying or going?
I'm following this little kid. I'm like, hey, little kid, you can't. They're criminals.
so much
What are you doing?
I love it.
I mean, you do have time to respond if you so choose, Hex.
Yeah. Hex goes, I'm vibing. And she turns and looks at you, and you see Hex's eyes in the face of this child.
Oh.
I feel like it's like you're like running, protecting, like, and then you're just like,
Oh.
looking around.
You see like the kid, Hex's eyes, but you recognize the bow and you recognize the sword, and you're like, this.
Oh. Then
sassy
after that,
little lady.
Langston just decides to go all out, and it's just running past you now. It's just like, I'm faster than you. I'm going.
And she goes, thank you. And also, wait for me.
You got little kid legs.
Yeah.
Keep up, sucker.
Yeah.
So did I see them hand off a book?
Probably. Y'all are nearby enough. Well, I mean, it was quick, so I don't know if you know it's a book or not. You can perception it if you so want, or you could just go with it.
Hand it off something.
Hand it off something. Watch. Asher's gonna be like, here, take a nat 20K.
No.
Okay.
And I have
13's
not
pretty
rolled
good.
very well today.
Nah.
Uh,
I was saying,
Kay's
me
a
and
little-
Waffles are not rolling.
no,
Listen, it could be a book. It wasn't like bigger than a book, you know?
sure. Kay's a little worried about these people just escaping.
I mean, Locke seems to, well, Locke seems to be going after them, but they're holding one of the bodies of the
Yeah.
figures as they do.
They do what? Sorry.
I'm gonna
They're
go real
holding
slow.
one of the bodies. They're carrying a full-on body,
Oh,
Locke.
Locke's still carrying a body while they're
I
running.
made a friend. I made a friend.
I mean, unless, Locke, are you putting the body down?
I don't think so. Again, because like this guy might be clever and is like, oh yeah, oh totally, don't kill me, and then just like run away. Like I don't want to. If we have like a potential lead, I'd rather like not do anything. Like because we have 3 very capable people who could like. This is my contribution. I brought us a 5th member. We can convert them, and they will be our friend.
All right. I think seeing that is the person that's damaged gave up, right?
They are on their knees with their hands in the air, surrendering.
Okay. So Kay, being themselves, is going to go up to that person and bop them in the head hard enough to knock them out.
Oh my gosh.
and then
okay.
pick up their body and follow Locke.
Oh,
Okay.
these
Literally.
are bandit backpacks.
It's this cool new thing we're doing in Fano.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
all the fashion.
Kay's thought process, to give you a little like internal thought, is if this person gets away with the book, they're clearly all walking together, and 2 hostages are better than 1. Like
Right.
if we have to trade for the book.
Okay. Well, with 2 bandit backpacks being chased after, and by the way, this dwarf is on his knees, hands in the air, surrendering. As you walk up, he's just like, "I surrender," and then you just clock him across the face, knocking him.
Kay responds. She's like, "I don't care."
Oh,
Oh,
Amazing. Carries
it's not
this one.
okay.
As, by the way, kids and other, folks kind of noticing what's happening, but are not interfering as you continue, all of you, I believe, chasing, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what's happening here is, instead of going, continuing straight in the direction that it, continuing to the left, continuing down these streets, this guy seems to be going up and then pass through some buildings, into like the trees that are like the center courtyard of a square of houses, kind of going through an alleyway between the house and going into the tree forest enclave of a kind. So here we're going to all of y'all are falling close behind. I will say the 2 carrying bodies are slowed down a touch. And as you enter into this forest enclave, you see there's a couple of like young elves hanging out in these trees that just take the opportunity, seeing like, oh, there's shenanigans going on. Let's add to those shenanigans, and they start all like pelting you with fruits and things like that. Like they're cackling, they're going like, "What's going on? What you doing? Trying to catch something?" And they're just absolutely interfering with this mess. So all of you make me an acrobatics check to not get slowed down by this.
What teens, just it's such a teen thing to do.
If
would
I
you
just-
also add, go ahead.
If I just bowl through them, can I use athletics?
Ooh.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
If I yell
I
at them
also
in Elvish.
just
want to
straight
add
arm
that
them into the
Asher- Well, no, they're pelting fruit. They're up in the trees.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're trying to avoid the fruit. But if you just don't want to be slowed down by the fruit,
Oh yeah, I'm just muscling through all
Yeah.
this.
okay, you're
fuck
like,
it.
ow, whatever.
Can I try? Can I do something? Can I try something?
Oh shit!
Yes, I
Oh,
want
never mind.
to quickly say-
Unneeded.
oh,
Unneeded.
no.
Unneeded.
Natural 20.
That is a nat 20.
Asher coming in with the save because he said that what I'm really looking for is /roll 1d20 min 20, which will get me the natural 20s. I got you. I appreciate it.
See,
great.
Asher, you weren't supposed to tell.
Kay is also gonna roll athletics, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah, there's people you can just use the dwarf that you're carrying as like, I'm just gonna shield with
Just
this
using-
Nice.
18. Locke, acrobatics 11. So
Oh yeah,
Locke,
no, it's not working.
you're like trying to take care of Kint here.
Mhm.
And you just don't want them to be getting like pelted more than they are, because you just spared the dying, and don't want it to get more damage.
Like
so
the opposite of K, like I put myself. I'm like, no,
no,
Kint!
please. Amazing. So you're slowed down a little bit by this, but you're able to like kind of follow after. But the rest, what did you get, Hex? Did I miss that? 11.
Yeah.
You also slowed down by this.
Mhm.
Just kind of like slip on like a fruit peel, like it's cartoon.
Yeah, so like all of the fruit is pelting her and it's distracting her, and parts of her just start turning back into Hex as she's just pelted by fruit until she
Yep.
just like trips and like becomes herself again.
At this point, you watch Audrey kind of go behind a tree and disappear.
Boo. I cut the tree down and then I cut them down. No, I'm kidding. What do we do?
Perception.
Perception.
To the first, because there's a lot of y'all, and eventually that means everybody's gonna succeed. The
Well,
two
I don't-
that make it first. Oh, go ahead.
I want to try and do something else. Are we still close to the elvish children?
Yes.
Okay, I want to try something different whenever it's my turn.
Okay. Kay, you
No,
succeeded.
no, I'm shouting.
No.
That was a cheat.
Oh, you did the thing.
Can you really type
Asher.
slash nat
Yes.
20?
I told
have
you, you
understand
can't give
the
up these
players-
secrets.
The players can read the chat. You gotta DM me.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Oh my God.
Can I let me toss this to you and you can tell me no if it's not okay. But because I have I'm good at hunting, some would say blood hunting,
Ooh.
things. Could I roll survival because I would have advantage on that to track
Yeah,
them.
sure. But well, actually, I wanted the two that succeeded in getting there first make me those perception checks.
Okay, so who is that?
That is There's been so many fake
I know,
nat 20
like, there's
rolls.
so
I no
many.
longer know. All right.
I actually rolled a nat 20.
Thank you. All right.
Thank God.
So definitely Langston, and then Kay. Did you successfully?
I think so. I rolled an 18.
Okay. Okay, Kay, Langston, go ahead and figure out what's going on here.
Perceptions? Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Or investigation. I don't really care.
A natural
But, ooh,
16
Oh,
for a
Baby.
14.
That's what I'm talking
Damn
about. A 19? Let's go.
Let's go. All right, so Langston, you run up to behind the tree and you see it's relatively close to like the back of a house. And it was like just you got there fast enough. You saw something shift. You saw like no, he wasn't behind this tree. He was actually closer to the house, and you find an underground tunnel under next to the house. Like you see like a little like cellar door that like was moving slightly, and under there is an underground tunnel. Do y'all follow through?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now that Langston found it and y'all follow through, the underground tunnel, I was looking at this, leads to somewhere. It's like a chill space, you know?
Just like a total
Apologize.
Like, cool.
I'm running, apologizing to Ida. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm sorry. I understand you don't like to get pelted by fruit. Like you only like to eat fruit, but this is a special situation.
Ida's like very much agitated by like you protected her pretty well, but like, you know, one kind of fruit probably hit like the hood a little bit too close to home. She's kind of ruffling, agitated, like I don't want to be. You're running about and she's like bouncing around, right? And she's like, all right,
yeah.
can we? It's been a while. Wow. There is abuse of the system happening here. Violence. Kay rolling a nat quote unquote nat 20 to beat David and use a body shield.
It works if you do max 1. You can auto fail if you want to.
Actually,
Yes.
are we on the screen that the audience can see
Yeah.
these?
Yeah,
Okay,
we're-
Yeah.
great. I don't have to explain this. This is ridiculous. Okay, so through Oops All Crits, the
Yeah,
new show.
it's oops all crits or oops all shits, depending on how you type it in.
We just flip coins. It's either all nat 20s or all nat 1s, and we'll just throw a show together that way.
Being sad.
So, as you run through this underground, chasing after the receding figure, you actually end up popped back up in these like back alleys of between buildings. You're not quite sure where you are, but you're still chasing after and chasing after and chasing after. At this point, we're going to move everybody to what I call the home stretch of what I call, the book also calls it, the home stretch of this chase. This is it, y'all. Now or never.
Oh,
You had
now or
it
never.
before, got away. Now we're in the home stretch. Rules are a little bit different here, okay?
Okay.
You're chasing after him, and as you enter into this, you spill out into this, like, street. And it's quiet here. A little too quiet.
Too quiet.
Too quiet. So, here, you have a last opportunity to see if you can see where Dallas went. Oh no, just kidding. Reed. Here, you have a feeling because of how quiet it is that, like, and how long this has been going on, that, like, this is it. They're had to be near wherever they're trying to go. Behind him, Dallas throws a handful of razor-sharp caltrops, and he is sprinting in one particular direction. He's not trying to hide. He is not longer trying to do anything other than get to where he's trying to go. Let's do some dexterity checks to avoid these caltrops and catch Dallas.
Cool. Love that.
Acrobatics or dexterity?
That's a good question. Dexterity.
Okay.
Dex check.
Is it dex
Dex
saves
check.
or dex? Because it matters for some people. So.
Yeah.
Check.
Okay.
Check.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
a feeling that was gonna fail me.
I
2.
We do have 2 potential like things we could lay over the caltrops and just with the bodies of the
Bodies.
people we're carrying.
Let the
These
body.
little
body.
human bridge. Bam. I got a serpentine.
Okay.
can I may I approach the bench?
Oh, really?
Sustained, yes.
Listen, I gotta try because I'm all about that range, baby. No treble,
Ooh.
just all range.
How about that?
I
Rory?
love that bait.
Can I just try and take the shot?
I was
Perhaps.
tempted to do that.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
So here's what's up, right? Locke. No, not Locke. Langston. You're running. All of y'all are booking it, right? Langston, these caltrops are in front of you, getting thrown like last second. There's a risk that you could fall, and like then like you'd fall on Ida or potentially, and like you kind of like whoa, and you slow down for a second because you're not gonna risk this. Okay, you're barreling ahead, failing on this dex with a 2.
Yeah.
Here's the fun thing, right? Like, in addition to, well, you suffer the usual effects of caltrops. Anybody know what that is?
I think it just reduces your movement speed to 0, I think.
Movement speed to 0. Okay, you kind of like slip on these and can't get your footing under you because there's just caltrops everywhere, and you're stuck in the middle of these caltrops right now. Whereas Langston stopped short right in front. Now, Locke. These caltrops don't bother you.
0 problem.
You got
kinda
mad
like,
hops.
hop over them.
I do. I literally do.
Pairing. So here's what we're gonna need right now. Hex pauses. You got an 11, which to me is good enough to not be stuck right on them, and like short stop before this.
Yeah.
You plant your feet and you pull your bow. But Langston, are you diving after him?
Over the couch.
Oh, not Langston. I'm so sorry. No, I'm so sorry. Locke. I'm so sorry. Y'all both have L names, okay?
Yeah. Sorry.
I was just staring at David's the camera too. I was like, what's the problem?
I feel like I know where you're going with this, and I don't want to get in the way of Hex, but I feel like if he's in front of them, if there's all stopped behind the caltrops, he wouldn't necessarily see her gearing up to shoot. So I think he would still be moving towards Batty Boy over there.
You also have a body on you.
I do. I got like a it's a bandit backpack, as we call it here in Fano.
So you'll have disadvantage unless you drop this body right now.
I think he would if it's like this is like the final
This is
like
it.
bit.
This is like the
And,
eerie,
and-
quiet like hallway that's like, oh, this is the showdown right now.
And my buds are right behind me too, so there's not a whole lot of areas this guy could if he's like not armadillo.
Well, you also
Playing
tied
dead.
him up, so you're good.
I did. I tied him up
Yeah.
real good. I drop him and I activate
forward.
my rabbit shoes and I start jumping.
Okay. Now, here's what we're gonna do. Both of y'all roll at the same time. Locke is gonna go with a athletics check,
Okay.
and Hex make an attack roll Don't roll in that one.
Don't
Okay.
roll in that one.
Okay,
That's
now
what-
why am I really afraid of doing that? Why'd you say that?
Locke's not looking.
Why do you have to put it that
good.
way?
All right,
That's the-
are we counting
No
down,
pressure.
David?
I rolled. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Hey!
it's good. We did it.
Okay,
We did it together.
Maybe I don't know.
you did. Here's what's happening. Locke drops the body. This is happening in slow motion. You watch the body drop and like flop, its head hitting the cobblestone streets as Locke jumps forward. As he does, Hex lets the shot go and it pierces through. Doesn't like Locke is kind of getting into frame. It passes right before he does, and
Right
the
between my
arrow goes yes, straight into them as Locke then tackles them to the ground.
Babe.
At the home stretch, y'all have successfully caught the last one. As you, with all of you there, slowly, not through quick like movement, passing through the caltrops, surround this last bandit. And he looks at you and he's like, I surrender, I surrender, I surrender. Just let me go.
Maybe give us that book first. If you say you don't have it, oh boy.
The GM
going to be a bad
really,
time.
really wants to say that fake handoff was fake, and that the one you left unattended.
Oh no.
No, not unattended. No, with
Yeah.
it. No, you all have them.
we
Never
have
mind.
yeah.
I
we
was
got it.
hoping you'd leave him unattended so I could do something super cool, but no.
Yeah.
No. He does have the book. And it's like as one of you holds him down, it's not hard to pull it out of his pocket. As you successfully retrieve Fawn's book right before things could have taken a much worse turn. What do you do with this last bandit?
Kill him, clearly. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Restrain, knockout and
Yeah.
restrain.
Yeah.
I
that
don't,
we
we don't
have-
have to knock him
oh,
out.
oh,
We can
yeah,
just
ho-
take him
hold on.
to the local
Sorry.
authorities.
But it's
Also-
so much easier when they don't squirm.
I agree.
Speaking
But,
of local authorities, you're recalled, or at least maybe Hex or whoever. I mean, some of y'all have heard this as well. Local authorities, the guard here,
They're corrupt.
they're very corrupt, and
Yeah.
you've not heard good things from what Hex has told you, though you haven't experienced it yourself.
Hex says, you think taking him to the enforcement here is going to do us any favors? They'd probably be in league with them.
You don't know that. You haven't been here.
I mean, no, but I've read a lot. But you know, it's fine. That's fair.
That's hearsay. You don't know it for sure.
Good point. Real quick. What's your name there, friend?
Oh, you didn't see it above my head. It's
Oh,
down.
it's, I wonder what that was.
Says it right here.
Yeah. Okay. This one's
Actually, no. This is Audrey. This is Audrey.
Audrey.
Sorry. It's Audrey.
Audrey, first of all, sucks to suck. We caught you fair and square. Second of all, why the hell were you stealing this book? What are you trying to do? Why is this so important? And also, who are you working for? And what are your like fears? And where's like all the money located? No, I'm just kidding.
He kind of looks at you and just spits on the ground.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
have to tell you anything.
Not me. You're totally right. Not me. And then he just kind of steps back, revealing like the very terrifying like group like behind him. He's like, you're right. You don't have to talk to me at all. This one over here, she can punch. Literally, I've seen it. She's punched someone's head straight off. And I don't know if you know what this is. This is a dragon right here, and there's like
He does
blood
look a
running
little
down his face.
wild-eyed at like the baby Ida.
Yeah.
I don't. Are you hungry?
No, look. I don't know. I
think she
wasn't. You don't. I don't taste good. Listen. I was instructed to that there was a figure that we were to target. That's all I know.
Okay.
Is going to like kneel down next to where he is and sort of like brush off the shoulders and like sit them up against the wall and say,
The worst thing that you could do to freak them out, like being like fake nice.
yeah. And she just sort of like takes them in for like a little too long, like a little longer that is comfortable. And then she says, listen, we've all taken a job here or there to make ends meet. So why are you getting involved in this? You don't even know what this book is, what it does.
Listen, I get it. You all could beat me up, and he kind of looks past to the two bodies of his fellow bandits and tie me up. Kind of like is a little bit distracted by that scene. But you don't want to mess with us, okay? My
And
boss
who are
is...
you? Who's your boss?
Didn't want you to steal from our companions, but you did that anyway.
Well, yeah, but
Actions have consequences.
And if you... Listen, have you heard of Maggie Moon?
Note.
I literally just got off a boat. I've heard of nothing about this place.
Then you don't know
Other
who
than
you're
this is where
messing
I'm
with.
working.
She
And if
runs
we-
these docks.
And if we let you go back to Maggie Moon, are you not just going to go tell her about your new friends from the docks who gave you such a hard time?
No, like you said, you just came here, right? You got off the docks. I don't know where you're gonna be. I don't know how to find you. Just let me go.
Do I believe that? Insight
Make an
check?
insight check.
Because having been in this person's position, that's a tough sell. A tough sell. Wow, am I terrible at insight on this character? No, I'm good at it. Look at me go. Okay, I have advantage on insight checks.
Have I heard anything about?
God, guess what? It's another 11. Jesus.
Is that with the advantage?
Yes.
Um,
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh boy.
you asked if you had heard of Maggie Moon.
Yeah, because with the caravan, I feel like I've had a lot of like talks here and there. So
Sure. You can make me a history check if you like.
25.
Ooh.
Interesting. Okay,
Not
hold on.
even
Let
that
me
20, y'all.
Almost.
stop.
Not even 20. Her mercy, not 20.
There's a thing here. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I can tell you all sorts of cool things.
Kay is only smart and strong. She sucks at everything else.
Listen, we all have our talents.
I think also just sort of general side note, Locke is tying up this person, like while we're talking.
Perfect. And he's trying very hard to convince you. So okay. So Insight 11, let's resolve that first. They're not, you don't think they're lying. They don't know where you're going to be in that sense. Like they don't have that information. So that's probably not lying, as far as you can think, like as far as you can gather. 25 history check. The name Maggie Moon does ring a bell for you, but it was just like, it was somebody in passing one night, like a long time ago, and maybe you just have it in your head because it was a cool name, like, oh, Moon, like, cool. And so I've heard of a Maggie Moon before. And it was actually somebody that had come from Fano. And it was probably it was one night somebody was camped out at your crossroads, where your family usually camped. And it was just kind of like them grumbling about having a shit time at Fano and how everything is going to shit and like complaining, and one of those words that had been like one of those names that they had been said was Maggie Moon, saying like Maggie Moon was a performer, a singer. That's it. That's all you know.
Okay.
Well, after the rope tying and everything, can I look at the book? Can we take a look and peek? Is it like or is it like wrapped up and like sealed up?
Yes, you can totally take a look at the book. Yeah. So, well, and yeah, as you go and grab the book from him and start to take a look, what are y'all doing with this guy? You taking him, letting him go? It's gonna take you a second to try to like start looking through it.
Yeah, of course. How busy do y'all think the street is? This alleyway.
Looks
And it's been relatively quiet, but there is like
This one is
carts
quiet.
come by every once in a while.
Yeah.
Just
looks
leave them
pretty
all
quiet.
here. Leave them all here and hope that the constables or the law enforcement find them and give us a chance to get away.
She kind of like nods a little bit and gets kind of a twinkle in her eye and then looks at I guess it's Audrey who's left. And she says, I've got to know, what sort of trick or treat were you leading us towards? You clearly had some plan to make a last ditch effort to get away.
I was just gonna kind of looks behind him, like down the I keep saying hallway, down the street. I was just going to get back for my crew, get more people.
Well, I say, and she sort of like twists and stands up to face the rest of the group. Game respects game. There may come a time when we need help from this Maggie Moon, and it would be good to win more flies with honey than with swords, stabby things.
Smooth.
Thoughts?
I have an excellent way with words.
Well, I try. It's harder in telepathy. It gets confusing and nerve-wracking, but out loud in a moment like this, it's just kiss.
sure we can leave them.
Are you all
leave-
right
leave
with
me.
that,
You don't have to tie me up. Then I'll just get out of your hair. I'll take. Can I take them with me? Is he okay? And he kind of looks over at Kent's like absolutely bloodied face.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Hex says you can take them with you. And here's a gold to count to 300 before you start waking them up. Give us a bit of a chance to get away.
His eyes kind of alight at the gold. Yeah. Kind of takes it, like if you're offering it, he'll take it.
Yeah.
No problem. I won't. And here you're new here, so thanks for exchange for my life. I will let you know. We're called the Strays. We're the gang that usually runs the Lakeport docks. Just keep an eye out.
I'll will.
Try to tell Maggie. And with that, you hand off the gold. You all head out to go return the book. Is that correct?
Kay's gonna linger behind for like an extra 3 seconds. Just to be out of earshot of everyone. She doesn't care if they like turn around and see. But ideally her back's to the party and her face turns a more serious like this whole time like she looks mean. But I mean she's not like I don't know. She looks mean, but like her face turns to much more of a mean like she would kill you in a second look. And she looks this guy in the eye and says, "Have you heard of anyone in Fano named Kay?"
Oh. Just K? Like the letter?
That's all I know.
I
Maybe looks like me. She like shrugs a little.
kind of looks you over. I don't. But if you're looking for information, try the Bluefin Tavern has postings sometimes. I don't know if you can find better luck there. But okay, so
That's fine. And she starts to walk off.
just be okay. I also totally misspoke. They're not called the Strays. I'm so sorry. They're just called like the Lakeport. Like, I don't know. They don't have a gang name as far as I can find.
The lake
They
could be the
could
Strays.
Strays.
It's the Strays now.
is cool.
The Strays is
Right,
perfect.
they're the Strays now. Strays stares into the camera.
But instead of a
It's definitely
Y,
not
it's
something
I.
else. It's definitely not something
Definitely not
else.
something else we're changing
Oh.
later now.
We're changing
I would
they're
add
the
that-
Strays now.
Langston was lingering during this conversation. He doesn't.
Ooh.
Okay.
He's not like asking you about it or anything. He's just kind of lingering because he
For
does. You get the idea that Langston doesn't feel too comfortable with letting these people go, but he doesn't know what else is supposed to be done.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. Okay.
And so yeah, Kay, like noticing you're lingering when they begin to turn around and walk out, like gives you a little scowl, but it's like her face is returned back to just normal mean instead of "I'm gonna kill you," and she just gives you a little scowl as you're lingering and keeps walking.
So after coming out of literally landing in Fano to fighting and saving an individual from the Merquois Rage Cats, I say very carefully this time, and immediately chasing through the streets of a city you have never been in, you finally take a breath. And as you walk down the streets, you try to reorient yourselves. Who has the business card?
Ooh.
Who took it from?
God, it was
Yeah,
either me
remember.
or David.
Yeah.
Bless
I don't think I have it. I
Does
think you have
anybody
it,
else
Hex.
think they have it?
We'll say it's
All right, so we'll say it's me.
Hex.
did
with
it.
book in tow. Locke seems to be perusing through the book as you all slowly walk away. Beaten a little bit, battered a little bit, breathing heavy, you take a moment to walk through the streets and breathe as you look for what is written on the card, which I believe is the Waterleaf Bookshop. I don't know why I said I believe it is. As you walk through the streets, catching your breath, trying to locate it and find it and everything from where you are. Looking through that book, Locke,
Uh-huh.
you see it looks like a diary. Written in by hand, different, notations, all sorts of things. And you see a couple of like different mentions, and a lot of it is just like annotations of a kind, if that makes sense. There's mentions about the Order of Indos and notes on their relationships and what they do as a group, what their purpose is. And you see, as you're flipping through, you see once again written something you've heard a couple times now, crystalline, the crystallines. In particular, it's the Order of Indos, and it seems to be musings and research. It's a research diary on what the Order of Indos's relationship with these crystallines actually are. The one thing you pick up as well is that the crystallines are inhabitants of a lost city below the lake.
Atlantis. No. I think after a moment, if it doesn't seem like there's not like this is the secret code to. It's like if there's nothing like super obvious. I think after a moment, Locke would snap the book. He would, for dramatic effect, snap the book shut and be like, "All right, real quick, everyone. First of all, that was the most fun I've had in a very long time, and I think I'm going to like all three of you very, very much. Second, that was the most fun I've ever had, or that I've had in a very long time, and I think I'm going to like the three of you very, very much. Third, and he would just explain what you just said to the group, being like, this looks like it's a journal of some sort, tying Indos to Chrysalian, something about a lake, a city underneath the lake, and then be like, so my first instinct is to take some of these pages and keep them with us. But what do you all think?
I think a lost city underneath the lake could have something to do with the emergence of this lake-borne algae.
Makes sense.
I like to make broad sweeping assumptions for fun.
Well, you know what they say when
It's
you assume.
not going to say that exactly, but you know it that is a jump.
Feel right. Doesn't it feel right?
That's right.
Or maybe it's wrong. Who could say?
I could say there's a possibility that we could find answers instead of jumping to wild conclusions.
I like that idea too.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, do you all think we should give? I mean, obviously we should give the book back, but is there any way we can keep some of this information, or do we need more information to even start keeping?
Well, they aren't expecting us to come back right away. Why don't we scribble down a few notes? I think this book is pretty special to them. They might notice if we start ripping pages out. Sorry,
Makes sense.
Langston. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Langston. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Langston.
I just worry that
Yeah, go ahead, Langston.
we could burn bridges with potential allies before we move forward.
So that's very wise.
If we dally, then perhaps not. But we might have an in with this Fawn Lee person.
True.
And Kay's
Sorry.
Kay's nodding to that and says, "Yeah, they were worried about it falling into the wrong hands, but if we bring it back, then wouldn't we be the right hands? I think they would trust us at that point."
Very, very smart. See, I come from a land of pirates, and just you gotta take what you get and give nothing back. But yeah, I'm down with that. But also GM, DM. So far, we came here looking for work. This is
You
the
have a
only
job.
we do.
Yeah, Bortles
Yes,
told us something.
Bortles gave you a job that is tomorrow.
Oh,
Tomorrow
damn.
morning to meet up.
So Bortles
not
getting
today.
stood up because
So, you have until tomorrow, and it was like early in the day today, so I believe it's probably like afternoon or so.
Okay.
And you guys are discussing, you guys are talking about what to do, but you are headed in the general direction
Yeah.
to the bookshop.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that correct?
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay. You leave behind the musty waterfront that is the Lakeport docks. In doing so, you open up to narrow avenues of wet cobble and white stone. Weather-stained terrace windows have been boarded up. Strings of tattered pennants that stretched from like loft to balcony. All that remains are those tattered, like faded, and some strings kind of broken and fallen down. It's very clearly a sad echo of what once was. that resonates amid the desolate shriek of steam hissing from stonework crevices and droplets of water plinking from the clogged gutters. The buildings grow taller and antiquated, the facades of which hang in shadows and secrets. Thoroughfares arch overhead with ivy and ferns draping down from their haunches. Without warning, a black horse, swathed in crimson, a crimson caparison and ruby tack, creeps out of an alleyway entrance as you pass. On its back sits an old, frail lady. Scraggy arms poke out from underneath a dark mantle, and her bony fingers are like trembling as they grip the reins. Her face is wrinkled and discolored, obscures her feature exposes a dead and vacant gaze. A flickering torch catches her eyes, revealing inky black orbs sunk deep in her decrepit face. And slowly the horse steps backwards and retreats into the darkened back street. This is where we end tonight.